Hello and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft The Simple Life 2. Stuff has been happening. I have blasted through some quests. On tinkering around, I did all of these ones here. What they all comprised of was make an iron vanilla version of these tools, and then it gave a bronze version back, which I could then use the tool station here. No, that's a crafting desk. Use the tool station here to put a tool rod, binding, and the head they gave me to make a load of bronze items. So I've got a bronze sword, axe, spade, hatchet, and this mattock thing, which can sort of act as a spade and an axe, and so on and so forth. I've smelted up all the metals. They're down here looking good. And I made myself an iron short bow. I made a stone limb over there, then used the casting table to make a mould. And I made a stone arrowhead and made a mould of that as well. And then I poured molten iron in, and I was able to make myself an iron short bow. Now, the way bows work with Tinker's Construct is you also have to make a special arrow. But this one arrow here counts as 100 arrows. You see, every time I shoot, the durability drops slowly, and it actually gives me 100 shots. Now, every night I get this message about raiders are coming, and I don't know where that's coming from. And we just lost a colonist. I think we lost our lumberjack. It's because I didn't go to bed at night. That's a shame. Yeah, and every night we keep getting this message. Buckle up, cowboy, there's some darn raiders coming for you tonight. So I'm going to... There he is. He killed another colonist.
I'll be back.
Right, I've got to get my guard towers built and people in them. So even though these guys are safe inside, they can still be killed by these raiders. I did not know that that's what the raiders did. That's rather sad. Let's make it be day. So I've been upgrading some of the houses so I can have extra people. So that's like now a level 2 house, and so it can hold 2 people. Let's check at the town hall what's going on. So we've got 2 unemployed builders. So we lost our lumberjack and one of our delivery men. That's a shame. So I made the second delivery man's hut and upgraded the warehouse to level 2 as well. It had to be level 2, otherwise it wouldn't take a second delivery person. Alright, so let's hire ourselves a new lumberjack. Not as good as the last one, only strength and charisma 1. Rory, you can be our new lumberjack. That's a dancing zombie arm. And this can be Rory's house. He's asking for axes. There may be some in the warehouse. Well, there may not be. Okay, I'm going to have to make sure I get to bed immediately now every time the night falls, until I've actually got enough citizens that I can have armed guards around. There's definitely wool. I was not expecting this. I was just trying to give you a nice summary of what I've been doing, and loads of people die. Right, let's hire the other delivery person. Again, not as good as the last one we had. And then we can assign them somewhere to live. Right, now, why are you complaining about wool? It seems all we have is red wool now. Well, I can turn the red wool into string, and then I'll turn the string back into normal wool. That should be what he needs. Alright, so now that our colony is back up and running, I think the builder is currently upgrading a building. Builder started building schematics wooden citizen 2. Yeah, so it's making us another level 2 citizens hut. I'm going to have to keep upgrading them all, so I've got enough people to man the guard towers. I did put down the blueprints for the guard towers. There's a guard tower here, here, there, and there. So sort of like on the 4 sides. But they aren't built yet, and we don't have the people for them. Right. So, oh, it looks like I've completed the aluminum brass one. And you've given me a molten aluminum brass bucket. Okay. Can I put you in here? No. Right, so I've got a bucket of aluminum brass. Interesting. So, I want to do immersive engineering. This. We need to start getting some technology in this place. So, engineer's hammer was 2 iron, string, and some sticks. Right, 1 engineer's hammer. I get a creosote oil bucket and an engineer's manual. And that has also opened up mastering flight and gadgets and gizmos. But let's take a look actually at the industrial age to start with, shall we? Ooh. Looks like we've got a number of different ways in. Do hemp seeds make us string? Toughening some seeds through heat treatment could work to strengthen them or turn them into a tasty roasted snack, who knows. Placing any seed in a furnace will turn them into hemp seeds through heat treatment or some kind of Minecraft science. Okay, and you'll give me 32 industrial hemp fibre for that. Well, that's easy enough to do. Right. So there's a lot of sort of very short things here. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to start. Well, the revolution begins sounds like a pretty good place. Industrialization is the first step to technological progression, and these machines and tools make a huge difference when trying to move forwards. This chapter will unlock steel, an item that is required to advance in other technologies. Okay. There are many, many ways to progress in the technology of the world, and some of them are fairly straightforward. You'll need to investigate potential materials and get started on some designs. You want some clay, sandstone, and 36 brick. Well, sandstone we've been finding down in the mines. I think I've got some clay left. And I can turn the clay into bricks. How many bricks was it? 36. And then I'm going to need 36 clay left as well. Okay, let us complete this one and get our industrial hemp fibre claim done. Stick this in the chest for safekeeping. Industrial hemp seeds. I'll have to actually make a manual farm somewhere, I think. Right, I need more clay. The sun is setting. I need more clay in the morning. Right, and it's talking about raiders again. So, do these raiders show up on the minimap? Did I sleep fast enough that they won't spawn? I mean, I saw the barbarian raiders occasionally. They came up to me and I killed them. I didn't know that they actually killed my people. Right, now as I said before, the night so rudely interrupted me. Let's go and get more clay. Now, a good place to find clay, I've discovered, is in the riverbeds. And with vein miner on, it doesn't take long to grab either. I think I've already mined out these bits. There we go, clay. Aquamarine shale. Don't know what these are. I think they're part of one of the other mods, so I'll just grab a couple. Might be useful to have them to hand. Right. Any more easily grabbed clay? Do those guys just randomly drop feathers? That's useful. I don't know if there's a quest line for breeding animals and stuff. If there isn't, I might just have to set up my own little animal farm anyway. Because, you know, there's lots of useful things. Right, so we're still cooking up the rest of the bricks we need for that. Workbench. To really get going on crafting some of the more complicated industrial tools and machines, you need a workbench suited to the task. An engineer's workbench. Never made one of those. I am completely unfamiliar with this mod. Engineer's workbench. Treated wood. Ah, well, that's why they gave me a creosote bucket. Someone was asking for something, weren't they? 8 spruce wood stairs. Now, the one thing Mine Colonies mod doesn't have at the moment is automatic crafting. I think the mod author does have plans to introduce that. Like, it would be good if one of these colonists could actually make these basic vanilla Minecraft things. So when the builder asks for stairs, you know, a delivery man can bring the wood to a carpenter who will then turn it into stairs. I mean, there could be a carpenter and a stone cutter and that sort of stuff. And that way it would all become completely automatic. Right, so that's 8 treated wood. I need a treated wood fence. Can I get away with doing this? No. It looks like I'm going to have exactly the right amount of wood. Right, 1 engineer's workbench. You'll give me a loot bag for that. I suppose we've got to put this down somewhere. If that's Tinker's construct, we'll put immersive engineering down over here. It has an interface and you can do stuff with it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, engineers workbench. An engineer is sometimes required to carry out works away from their workbench, and having something that can be carried to the trouble spot is really useful, especially when that something has slots for various tools and materials, and a space for a packed lunch. Right, engineer's toolbox. That requires 3 aluminium plates, rosewood, and a wooden storage crate, which requires more treated wood that we cannot do yet. So we'll leave that one. But our bricks should be ready. I need 36, don't I? I think I'm 1 short. 1 short. There we go. So 64 coal, that's useful. Especially seeing as I've just wasted some. Okay, project it. The coke furnace. A lot of machinery requires larger areas and specific placements of blocks. Maybe a projector could highlight where blocks are supposed to go and make things a little easier. Now, I saw someone in a video using this thing. Can I make the projector? Needs more treated wood, so again, that will have to wait. Coke furnace. Once you have enough materials to hand, turning them into coke brick should be fairly straightforward. To create a furnace, simply place them in a solid block 3x3 and then right-click the front of the cube with your engineer's hammer. 27 coke bricks. I think this makes the coke oven, which is what will get me creosote. Coke. Coke brick. Right, so this is what the sandstone, the clay, and the bricks are for. Won't let me auto-craft. I have to wait till it changes to the type of sandstone that I have. And night is falling. We found out the hard way that we don't want to ignore that. There he is.
I'll be back.
Yeah, every night, which is a little annoying. I wonder if it's because it was in that inventory, isn't it? There we go. I need 27. 27 times 3 times 9. 27. It's almost as if the quest told me exactly the right amount to make. And you're giving me another bucket of creosote oil for free, which means I can start doing some of those other ones which required the treated wood. But let's make ourselves a coke oven. And tap it with the engineer's hammer. Right hand click, that did it. So this is a coke oven which will turn coal into coke slowly over time and generate creosote while it's doing it. I know that this takes a long time. Looking to see, yes, okay, there's an indicator that it is slowly working. Right, let's make some more treated wood with our creosote bucket. And then we could make that projector, maybe. Okay, glass, 2 iron, and a lantern. Okay, we do have some glowstone. How do you make an iron plate? Iron ingot crafted with the engineer's hammer. That's nice and easy. And that uses durability up on that. Now I think we got some glowstone in a loot bag at some point. Although I could be wrong. There it is, glowstone. In the wrong chest. I'd expect it to be in amongst the special materials. Also spotted a couple of bauxite ore there. Bauxite turns into aluminium, it turns out. Which melts real quick. Looks like there was some iron there from our mine. Right, glass panes. Inventory's getting a bit full. Right, so that's 3 lanterns. Right, I actually need a block of glass for that and 2 more iron nuggets. One projector. So that completes this project. Alright, let me clean up my inventory. There's a piece of luck in those 2 loot bags. We got another load of glowstone. So that's useful. I think that's our very first ever piece of redstone. Right, purified fuel. Let's try this. By placing coal in the coke furnace, you can purify it and get coal coke. This is a fuel that will be useful for many things. Alright, so I need 16 coal coke, and you'll give me another 16. Oh, we've only got 4 so far, so we're going to have to wait on that one. Snip, snip. All of your power will need to be distributed through wiring. To create the wires you'll have to snip metal plates into strips and bind them. So we need some wire cutters. Two normal sticks and an iron ingot. That's nice and cheap. Right, and you're giving me 1 LV low voltage, probably low voltage, 1 low voltage wire coil. Hammer it flat. With the wire cutters and an engineer's hammer to hand, it should be a simple process to craft wiring. First you'll have to hammer soft metals into plates. So let's make a copper plate. Sun is setting. See, there's that message every night. Even if I go to sleep instantly, the guy still shows up. Ah! Right-hand clicked and opened that guy's inventory rather than firing my bow. So does he always come from this direction? No, because he killed the guys. Well, I suppose he maybe came from there, went over there, and then killed the guys over there. But he did kill the person who was living in that house first. That's why I need these guard towers. Is my builder actually doing anything? No. So, do we have an additional person? Yes, we have one unemployed citizen. So, what say we build the guard tower that's over in this direction? I mean, do I need to move it to be more where the guy was appearing? I hope not. I think you can tell the guys to guard other places or go on patrols and stuff. So that's hopefully the way to go. Right. Build building. One guard tower. I believe we were supposed to make some copper plate. And you'll give me some more LV wire. Once the copper plate has been flattened, it is simple to snip into lengths and voila, you have your first wires. So that's 4 copper wire. I'm going to take a guess here, and I figure I just need to do this. Yep. So that's another LV wire coil. Right, and that's brought us round now onto this. Kinesis. I'm curious because that's actually making our own LV wire. So let's see if we can make LV connectors. Connectors can have a single wire attached to them and will allow the current to pass to and from the block they're attached to. That includes kinetic dynamos, capacitors, and mining drills. Low voltage is your first port of call. So 2 LV wire connectors. Three copper, 4 hardened clay. I believe I can make hardened clay just by cooking this. And then 3 copper. It's quite expensive in clay. Only 8. We need 16 of those, I believe. Right, that's the hardened clay I need. Okay, so you get 4 of these at a time. And you're going to give me another 2, so I'll have 6. Wiring is equally as important as machines that are generating and using power. Wires will lose a small amount of power as it travels, but it's still handy to have a few coils spare for hooking things up. Alright, so 4 LV wire coils. I currently have 3. So any type of stick surrounded by 4 copper wire makes 4. That's easily enough done. And claim 2 more. Right, so that's batteries. And that's medium voltage. Right, so now we've got our basic wiring in. We don't need batteries until we have actual power, so that presumably is what kinesis is. The most valuable piece of kit for energy production is the kinetic dynamo. This can be attached to any turning rod, and magnetized coils will generate an RF charge that can be used to power machines. Okay, 1 kinetic dynamo. Three iron. You want 2 redstone. Okay, what's a copper coil block? 7 LV wire around 1 iron ingot. Okay, so I can make the copper coil, but I don't know if I've got 2 pieces of redstone. You didn't give me any more loot bags recently, did you? Nope. Right, I need more redstone. Or I need some redstone. What's the mining level on my pick? Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong keys. Mining level diamond, so that means I think I can dig up diamond with it. Either that or it digs as if it's diamond. So how far down is my mine shaft? I think after I get that guard tower built, I need to upgrade this. I need my guy to be able to have an iron pick so he can actually dig deeper and more greedily. Because he's only down to Y49. Ah, what a coincidence. I was just about to make a load of ladders. I keep looking for the types of wood that aren't being used for building, and figure I use those to make stuff like ladders. And again, there's tons of oak here. I may have just made a few too many ladders, or a few too many sticks. Sunset. Now the tricky thing is are my villagers all just going to get slaughtered while I'm underground trying to find redstone? There's the message again about a raider. So I'm running around trying to find him. Don't see anyone at the moment. Maybe I got to bed quick enough. The guard tower's finished. I think I should get the guard in there. Right, stencil. For a sword blade. Put it in the parts chest. Come over here. Right, make a stone sword. This is how you make weapons and tools, by the way. I need some aluminum brass to be melted in here. And I put the sword blade on the casting table. Now we already have... we can make... I think I want to make an iron crossguard as well. Right, so pour that around. Now, whatever you pour this around will get destroyed. And I guess I'll need about 4 pieces of iron. It's going to depend how much iron it will take to fill that. Right, we need a tool rod for the handle. That can be made of wood. So as a handle, the modifier is 0.85, so iron is not that good for a handle. Wood is fine, although it has a lower durability. Right, so 4 ingots. Okay, it only took 1 ingot to make the crossguard. But it's taking 2 ingots to make the sword blade. And then I can get my spare ingot back. So then you come to the tool station, select your weapon, and put in the pieces. Alright, so there's a nice iron sword. I'm also going to make some iron armor for my guard. So we'll put sword and all the armor in there. We'll also add a load of food. Assign the guard to the job manually. Find a patrol target automatically. Try to retreat on low health on. So guard, I can set a guarding target. Patrol, I think it's possible to set where they go. Wonder why that's gone away, so I can no longer do that. Anyway, so we're going to have a knight here. Not a very good one, unfortunately. Very low intelligence and strength, but Cecily, you are... Cecily, you are our new guard. If I just click recall worker, that will teleport you here. Why do you need a bow? Because you've switched to be a ranger. Could you please be a knight? Where is my sword gone? You know, the sword I just spent 10 minutes making. Well, that's a bit of a glitch, isn't it? Stolen my sword and is still... Okay. Let me take the armor back. Fire the worker. That is definitely set to knight. I will now hire the worker. And you ask for a bow. Right, no matter what I do, you're going to ask for a bow. Can you use iron bows? I'm going to try giving you my one. Nope, you will only work with vanilla Minecraft bows. That's why I wanted you to have a sword. Wait, what?
I'll be back.
Oh, a diamond sword. Right, so now you want a sword as well. Okay, and it has to be a stone sword anyway. Yeah, I forgot that at the lower levels... At the lower levels, they can't use anything more complex anyway. Wanted to see how she'd fare against mobs. That's a lot of zombies. Alright, how's your health? You haven't taken too much damage. Right, well now you have a sword, maybe you'll fight off the barbarian raiders. Right, now that that little annoying interlude is over, perfectly good iron sword just vanishes into the ether. Okay, partially my fault because I forgot that they couldn't use iron when it's only a level 1 building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the digging down here to try and get this shaft down to bedrock level. figured that if I do the same type of cobblestone row and ladders that that guy's eventually going to do, I will just be saving him time in the long run. Sorry, I thought that was a hole there. It was just like this void of blackness, and I didn't want to fall into a cave. Okay, I can hear lava bubbling, so I better start to be a little bit cautious. Like, don't vein mine as something I'm standing on. Alright, so this is Y14, so I want to go down 2 more. Y12 is usually a good height. There we go, redstone. Why can I not put... I was trying to put the ladder down. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't working. Redstone. Mission accomplished. Now I just have to remember what I wanted it for. Kinetic dynamo, I remember. Right, 1 kinetic dynamo. Not sure what I do with it. Attached to any turning rod. Right, so it looks like there's wind power or thermoelectric power. As complicated as it sounds, the potential to create power from differences in temperature is fairly simple. Craft a thermoelectric generator and place lava on one side with water or ice on the other, and it will generate passive power when placed between them. Okay. So that's just another copper coil block. So what do I use the kinetic dynamo for? I'm looking for the barbarian. So are you just always just going to stand here? I mean, maybe this is too far away from the settlement. Okay, so I've put you on patrol. So patrol presumably means you'll sort of rove in a radius around the guard tower. And if you've got a sword, that's a little better than just standing in the centre. Constructing a windmill requires a little patience, and it will need to be mounted on a surface at the right height. In fact, perhaps building them higher will have a better power production. Okay, so can I connect the windmill blades to the kinetic generator? And I need 4 of them. Don't think I've got enough creosote for that. I don't know, there is some this thing is actually chocked full of creosote. In fact, it had stopped producing because it was so full. So I need 16 sticks. I already have 6. Yeah, it's going to have to be 2 blocks worth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then I can make an actual windmill. Bit of iron. So I'm hoping that this connects to the kinetic generator, otherwise there was no point making it. Claim a loot bag. Empty my inventory slightly. Okay, so I've got a windmill. What do I do with it? That worked. Okay, this probably needs to be positioned a little bit better than just that. Like, it probably needs to be higher. How about... Right. In between episodes, I'm going to build myself a little windmill on top of that hill. It's a shame the bakery level 5 isn't built yet, because it's sort of got a windmill I could adapt. But yeah, I think I'll do that. So, we've got a reasonable amount accomplished. In fact, I think we can grab that and do our purified thing, which gets us to treating wood, which I've been doing. 8 treated wood. Do I have 8 left in here? Yes. Excellent. Which gives me another 48 treated wood. Nice. Then we can do furnace upgrades. With coal coke to hand, an improved version of the furnace becomes available. You'll need to gather some materials from the hottest areas of this world, the nether. Right, so that's going to need nether brick and blaze powder. So we're going to wait off on that. But we've got plenty of treated wood now. So I'm going to see about making that windmill up there. And then in the next episode, maybe we can make the capacitor and work out how to use the wires properly. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.